Over 100 career three-pointers made in this young man's career, and Leroy Nobles is entering his senior year at IUPUI. Over 13 points per game for Mr. Nobles, the young man from Louisville, Kentucky. Your senior year already. Time flies when you're having fun. So the question is, how are you going to sit back and enjoy your final year of college basketball?
Really, I want to enjoy it. The main thing is having fun, but the thing I got to put in work, and if I put in work, then have fun will come a lot, and it will be a great experience for us.
You made a huge jump from your sophomore year to your junior year, and the big thing people noticed was your shooting, over 42% from behind the arc, and you were a key three-point shooter for the team last year. Give us an idea how many shots you put up daily, or how many shots you put up in the gym.
I'm always texting the coach during my breaks or anything, like, Coach, you busy? Can you come get up shots? Are you in an interview or anything going on? I always want to get better, so I'm always trying to get into the training facility to try to get up extra shots.
You know, when we learned last year that you would become a huge three-point threat on the very first game of the season at Drake, you pour in a career-high 27. When you look back on last year, your junior campaign, what are some of the big memories? What are some of the exciting moments from last year that you think about?
Just the quick start that I had with the 27 at Drake and Eastern Illinois, the 24, but beating Oakland and also getting to the championship game again. And even though we came up short, it was a great experience for me, being that I played in it this time and trying to get back there again.
And you mentioned Oakland. That was a win, a big win in Indianapolis. And you guys played some games at Conseco Fieldhouse last year, and you again will this year. We know that the Jungle is a great shooter's gym. I mean, it's a great place to shoot. What are some of your favorite arenas around the conference, your favorite road gyms to play in?
Favorite road gyms as far as shooting the basketball, I would have to say Oakland. Oral Roberts is a little off because the lighting is always in your face, so it's not really a good shooter's gym. But Centenary is a great gym. I always used to light that up.
Now, that's a good shooter's gym. Are there different places you like to play other than other gyms? You like Oakland for the atmosphere?
I like as far as Oakland and Oral Roberts just because it's the heated environment, and I just love it.
And you look at Oral Roberts and the players there returning. We look at the players that Oakland is returning and the player of the year in Keith Benson. But yourself, Alex Young, some fresh new faces. What are your anticipations? What are your expectations for this year?
My expectation is always to get to the NCAA tournament. That's always our goal every year as we start. So anything short would just be a downfall for the team. So our goal is to get back to that championship game and this time win it.
You know, not a lot of people may realize with Leroy Nobles and a lot of people in the IUPUI program is you play in an NBA city. And I think you would be hard-pressed to find other college teams in the summer play with the type of players that you have played with in your time here at IUPUI. If you could tell us about some of the summer pickup games you've played in and if you've gone up against any NBA players in the last couple of years.
Yes, well, I would say George Hill, he always, as everybody knows, San Antonio Express, he always comes back and plays with us. He still has talking crazy to us and all that. Like, he's still a part of the team. But Zach Randolph, I played in the Indy program this summer, so Zach Randolph, Fred Jones, which is part of the Pacers, Eddie Gill, which recently got picked up by the New Jersey Nets. So it was a great experience. Then you got the Butler and you have the Purdue guys coming down, Indiana State. So all the close college towns, they always come back and play with us.
And what have you been working on for your game getting ready for this, your senior year?
Really, it's about extending my range a little bit to that little NBA three-point line out there and really ball handling, putting the ball on the floor and getting other people better. Like, it's me creating my shot and creating other shots for other people.
Where do you see yourself this year fitting in the offense? Is it a role similar to the one last year, or will things change this year?
I feel like the role would be a little different, but it would be somewhat the same because Rob Glenn, I got a lot of points off of him posting up and him creating a double team, but I'm going to have to do a lot more on my own, but as far as get people better and everything like that. But I feel the same role as shooting threes, creating, defending, rebounding, so the same role kind of.
You mentioned Robert Glenn and the postman leaves, but a freshman comes in, 6'7", Donovan Gibbs. I think he's from northern Kentucky. We all know that Indiana kids can play. High school Indiana kids can play hoops. Tell us a little bit about Louisville basketball, and especially basketball high school in the state of Kentucky.
Louisville basketball is great. As you see, I feel like I started a legacy here at IUPUI. As you see, we recruited 2 more Louisville guys recently, and Donovan Gibbs is going to be a great player. He's going to be a tremendous player for us. He's willing to learn, willing to get better. And he's just going to be a great athlete. I feel like he can help us a lot this year. But Louisville basketball as a whole is great. Like, you always go back. I can get great competition with Rajon Rondo coming back. As you know, he's the point guard of the Boston Celtics, and I'm really good friends with him because my high school coach coached him. So it's a lot of great pickup games when I go back home.
So when you head back home, you can drag a few of these kids these Indy kids down there, and we can put together a heck of a matchup between Indianapolis and Louisville
Oh, it would
kids.
be great. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to bet my last dollar on it.
Now, and for Leroy Nobles, your great quote last year before the Summer League tournament, you told people to get their popcorn ready. What do you have for us this year? And tell us about the single digits. What in the world is the single digits?
I was telling people, don't touch that dial this year. Don't touch it because the single digits is going to be something. It's going to be a household name. As you know, me and Alex Young started it. We're 1 and we're number 5, so we're the only single digits on the team right now. With Stephen Thomas is joining us, but he doesn't have a college bucket yet at IUPUI, so we don't know. But the single digits is going to be a thing to remember.
So he's not yet a part of your Wolfpack. Once he gets a bucket, then he's in.
Yeah, he's not in yet. He's not technically in us, but we're going to initiate him with the college basket, and everything's going to be okay.
Leroy Nobles, hard to believe it's already his senior year, a terrific score, over 13 points per game last year for the Jaguars, a team that did make postseason play, but not the big dance. That's the goal this year for Leroy Nobles and the Jaguars. We appreciate you joining us today. Always a pleasure sitting with you, and we'll be looking forward to what you're going to do on the court this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Leroy Nobles, and you can see him and more of IUPUI this year on IUPUIJags.com.